Finally, we're back on track, back on canon, after the whole Kakashi Chronicle arc. Even though it was strictly filler, it was a bit interesting, and I gotta give it credit for that. This is Sellavin of Naruto Shippuden, episode 362, Kakashi's Determination. It starts off with the main story again, like where we entered last time. Naruto, who attacks Madara absorbs the chakra and reflects it back, saying Uchiha reflection. And Madara, he's too tough just to be taken out by one attack. And then you got Kakashi, he is literally thunderstruck, he's just literally standing still, knowing that his best friend, the person he thought that died long ago, is now this horrible person that committed so much crime. Even though in fact, this person that he sees no longer the person he was. And things are right now thunderstruck. Everybody else is also in a bind right now because Naruto, he's dealing with the real Madara and his wooden dragon. You know Hashirama's jutsu. His wood style has the power to heal the tail beast chakra and the nine tails. Like he uses that, Naruto even fights it as best he could. And then there's Guy, I and B right now. They're on the edge. Right now are occupied, right, for most of the bit. But even though they did hardly nothing, right, and then but Kakashi is still thunderstruck, and you also get flashback of Obito's memory. I mean, remember, those of you who watched the manga know that this was supposed to be right after the whole Akatsuki. The whole Akatsuki filler, that whole 3-episode thing, we had the new Akatsuki, even though it was strictly filler, and there was some of that was part of the same manga. Now, it was supposed to lead up to this, but they used that whole thing to put in filler, even though it was strictly filler. You gotta give it credit for that. And then there's everything else, after that. I mean, Obito, he still remembers, the night of the Nine Tails, and when he summoned and pretending to be Madara, and saying that to himself, Minato Sensei, all this doesn't matter anymore, and he really doesn't have any regrets for any of the evil things that he does, because he's sick of this world, knowing that the woman he loved is dead and died at the hands of his so-called friend, and so he basically has nothing to live for. And then there's Kakashi, who's literally thunderstruck, getting himself beat up and torn to pieces while having Obito calling him trash. Literally keep calling him trash over and over and over again, saying trash to keep their lids shut. And Kakashi even agrees, saying, I am trash. I couldn't keep a promise to you. I let Ring die, but you were my hero. But why are you like this? Yes, you were a hero of the Leaf, so how did you become this? So he's starting to blame himself for all of Kakashi's bit. Yes, and he's about to be killed. He's about to be killed. He's literally getting his ass whooped over and over again, getting scraped up, bleeding out, and he barely fights back at all. And come to think of it, he feels pity right now, and he thinks he wants to die because he thinks it will make amends for his mistake. And then there's Obito saying that we are trash in this world, and this world will soon fall apart, and nothing will remain anymore. But just as the end is near for Kakashi, and on the other hand, Madara is about to take out Guy and B. Naruto sweeps in using the Shadow Clone to both save she and himself. Both Kakashi and Guy and B at the same time, saving all three of them. And he does his best. He tries to do his best to remind Kakashi, of who he is. And even though Kakashi was this close to giving up, it's Naruto who reluctantly finds his spirit back into him again. And literally, he's the only one to remind him, saying that, and even though he's about to give up, it's Naruto that pulls him over the edge. Because Naruto is like Obito, before he became this twisted, horrible beast. He wanted to be Hokage, he wanted people to know, and he was a bit of a clown. And this just sympathized with Kakashi, that he taught Naruto his words, saying that I couldn't keep a promise, but right now I'm going to protect the current Naruto, because he is like Obito was. Sorry, sore throat. Things right now are pretty uneven right now. And especially with Naruto, like, and in the edge, he keeps doing his way to fight back, and on the edge right now. And you also get to see some important parts, like you also get to find out that they're holding their own. I mean, and thing, but Kakashi nearly worn out on the edge, and Kakashi and Naruto is reluctant to what to do. Then the QB Kurama, he asks for help. The Nine Tails say, "Hey, switch with me." Say, "What for?" Just switch me, and say, Kakashi grab my hand, and he grabbed him, and then he throws him right like that. Obito pushed him out the way, and he sucks him in, saying, "What the hell did you just do?" Kurama say, "Don't worry, you have any distractions, so you thank me later and stuff." Saying, "Just do your best. I'll let you handle this." And right now he keeps trying. Right now he tries to attack. He does his best. And Obito, he shifts. You know about the secret of his ability. He has the ability to keep his main body in one place while sending a portion of his strength to another place. That will be the other dimension. And while he slips through, on one side he's avoiding Naruto attack, but on the other side, the side of him, the piece that he sent away is getting punched by Kakashi over and over. Yeah, and that's pretty funny, because they finally get a strategy. That means Obito can't do his teleportation trick without getting nailed on both ends. So it's kind of like, right now he's at the disadvantage. And Kurama tells him that I can give people chakra whenever I want. I can both give and take whenever I want. It's a simple trick that I'll teach you later. And he said, "When did you do it?" "When I grabbed his hand." And thinking about this episode is also very straightforward. Also, I gotta like this episode for the background music. We got to see two important background music. One of them was the music you heard back when Itachi and Nagato fought against Naruto, and B, when Itachi freed himself from the Edo Tensei, the reanimation. And he used the Shushui eye they hid inside Naruto for Sasuke. They used that himself to free him of the Edo Tensei, and he did his best, and he avoided it. Another one is when background music is also when Naruto and Kurama first became one, when they first went golden QB mode. I mean, they underwent tail beast transformation and fought off the other tailed beast before the big fight happened. I mean, those of you who saw episode 329, you know what I'm talking about. That's when Naruto finally became the man and the hero that people wanted him to be, and went full Biju transformation. And he and Kurama finally became one. And that is by far one of the best chapters of Naruto ever. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, knows what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, trust me, it's good. Yeah, but things are also on the edge for them, and they try their best. And even Guy, he reluctantly, he keeps on fighting. He even does Hitodora on Madara a little bit to type away. Yeah, and then there's B and his reluctance. Like, he teams up with Naruto when it's going to even destroy the Geromazo, because the Geromazo is completely close to becoming a Jubi. They combine their efforts using an enormous amount of chakra, probably even more than when Naruto fought against the other tail beasts. They combine their efforts, shoot at the Geromazo. They destroyed it. They say, "Did it work? It's finally over. I can't sense the chakra anymore. It is over." Obito says it is over for this world. Say, "Oh well, let's just show." That's the beginning. Then you get to see the giant eye of the Jubi, the Renegon Tomo eye, the Sharingan mixed together, and then monsters shriek and the tails lashing around of the beast, and that's how the episode ends. And that's just wow. And I gotta admit, and I'm really glad that we got back to the main story. And even though the Kakashi filler arc was entertaining, I gotta admit, even though it did answer a few questions, but answers, and I don't diss Kakashi, even though he's one of my favorite characters. I don't diss him, and I'm open-minded, so I really enjoy both canon and filler, even though, as long as they're entertaining and they have a point. Trust me. And I'm glad that we also got more out of this. Now that we're back to the main story, and then there's the next episode, and they have to have their hands full now that they're dealing with the Jubi and everything else. They got their hands full, and they're gonna be in even more trouble. And things right now, it's just It's just not. It's now Guy B. Kakashi Naruto versus Madara, Obito, and the Jubi. And right now they're on the edge. And I've seen how this all works. I read the manga, and those of you also read the manga, or at least know what I'm talking about. Those of you who know what's coming next, you know what's coming next. But I'm not going to spoil it for you, because I'm not a spoiler alert kind of guy. Trust me, but you all should know what I'm talking about. Hope you enjoyed this one. This is Sellavin in my latest review of Naruto Shippuden, episode 362. Kakashi's determination. Kakashi, he was losing himself for a little bit, but Naruto brought him back. Hope you enjoyed this one, and comment and subscribe. Signing off.